Hello everyone and welcome back to OFR. We're here in Formula 1 today, Division 1 final race of the season. You got Dr. Robot and Havoc. How you doing there, Havoc?
Pretty good, Robot, at Brazil. Last race of the season, set to go. Hopefully the guys are set to go. You're set to go. We're all set to go.
Everyone's set. We've been waiting a long time for this final race. Unfortunately, the driver standings did get wrapped up last race, so should we just go through them quickly for the viewers?
Yeah, let's do it. So Izat is going to be your champion of the world. He finished the season with 175. It's a pretty high mark for Izat there. Lots of wins this season. And then Stinson just could not hold it together. 126 in P2, and then Margaret, newcomer this season, full season I think. 124, right behind Stinson, not too far back. These two are still in the battle for P2, so keep a close eye out on them today. Gurman, P4, kind of wrecked his race last week and the week before. Not sure that we're going to see a lot from Gurman this week. We may not. And then you've got Racer Tay running at the top 5. Tay not doing so bad this season. First season in F1, full season. Not a bad start to his F1 career, is it, Robot?
No, it's actually really decent. His first race that he did with us, like officially, I think was in Monza last year. He raced in D1 just as a one-off, and he actually won that race because everyone else got penalties. And I think that's when he knew that he would stand a good chance in D1, and he joined us, and yeah, he's doing amazing. P5, 82 points. He could actually overtake Gurman today as well because Gurman's not racing, so he could be looking at a P4.
Yeah, and then Atomic, we miss Atomic. Atomic, if you're watching, we miss you, buddy. Atomic has got P6 as of now. I don't think anybody can challenge him on the P6 that's behind him currently. I mean, AJ's back there, Santi's right there in P8, Scotty in 9, and then Avi in P10. The rest of the field is really close. It's really anybody's game. We're going to see a lot of change-ups in the point this week. Last race of the season, we're going to see a lot of flip-flops if everybody can make it to the final finish line. Amir, and then you've got Scotty and P12, Tommy, Shorty, Vilsec. I think it's been finalized, hasn't it, Robot? Vilsec is out of F1 indefinitely until his COD season is ruined.
Absolutely. He's invested all of his time now into Call of Duty. I don't think we're going to see him back anytime soon. And while he was here, it was emotional, but since he's gone, there has been a void that no one's filled yet. So yeah, maybe next season, we never know.
Yeah, surprises, Robot, on the point standings. The biggest surprise for you this season, what would you say?
In terms of points, I'd probably go with Margaret. I mean, look, he's 2 points behind Stinson, one of our fastest. He's had a really good, consistent season. You wouldn't really expect that from a rookie. We saw something like it once before when Carter used to be with us. I'm sure everyone remembers him. He was like the rookie of the calendar, of the season, of the division. He was so fast. And he left us, unfortunately. But yeah, Margaret's definitely going to get driver of the season for me. I'd of course, I mean, again, shout out to Izat. No one's been able to really challenge him. He's 50 points ahead. Given before we've even raced the final race, he's done it again, 4 times world champion. But I really think Margaret's the up and comer here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Izat's got this whole thing figured out. We started the 2020 season thinking that it was going to be a fresh new start for everybody. Everybody was going to have to figure it out, and he kind of transitioned into champion of the world without a lot of difficulty at all. I mean, just kind of staying consistent. He let it come to him. It wasn't a very fast start to the season, but he's let it come in, and he's worked his way into consistency here this season. And then we've got Brazil, last race of the season. Not an easy track, is it?
No, it's not easy. It's particularly tricky in the middle sector. You've got a lot of overtaking opportunities, though. There's a big, long kind of straight that goes all the way from... Where is it? It's right at the back at turn 12, all the way to turn 1. So there's 3 corners in there, but they're rather, straight corners, so to speak. And yeah, there's plenty of overtake opportunities now. We're just riding on board with Stinson. He's just gone through the center S's. And as you're coming out of turn 3, which he is now at Curva de Sol, this is another place to overtake. If you have DRS there, you can open it up and slip straight down the inside and claim that apex at turn 4. If you come into contact with someone there, though, someone's going to go off the road, so you need to be careful. But I reckon we're going to see a lot of action here, and even possibly a few safety cars.
Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely, you're exactly right. Lots of overtaking opportunities. Coming out of turn 12, you have to get the power down as soon as possible to get that run going up to through 13, 14, and 15, and down the front straight. If you don't get that run out of 12, you're not going to be close enough to make that move. I think turn 1 is another one of those spots where it's a very, very tricky overtaking position, but the guys like to do it. We've seen a lot of guys in a lot of races in esports where turn 1 is one of those spots where you can sneak on the inside, but if you take that inside line, it sets you up for that turn 2 and turn 3 on the exit going down the back straight.
That's really true, and it's again another tricky corner to get right, because if you are defending, you do want to take that inside line, I suppose. But if you got your overtake on and you're trying to defend, you're probably going to brake a little bit later to outbrake the guy on the right, and then it's bad news because you need to have a sharp left going downhill on camber, and if you mess up, you're going to hit the guy on the right and cause a spin, possibly with both cars. So it is really hard to defend into some of these corners.
Yeah.
But I think our guys can do it.
Yeah, the guys are going to have to figure it out. I think they're going to figure it out. A lot of talent here today. We've finalized the roster in D1 throughout the season. This is what it's going to look like. I think next season, maybe a few changes here and there. A lot of changes for the next season. Are you wanting to wait and kind of release that in a later date, or should we talk about it now?
Let's talk about it now, because I'm just riding on board with OFR Ablaze. That's the old squashed apple. He's changed his name. How kind of him. So we'll stick with him. But yeah, I've got a few changes coming on. D1 and D2 are going to stay pretty much the same, but there might be a few promotions up into D1. So we know the likes of Super Bounty, who was in D1 at the start of this season, but is now in D2. I think he'll be going back. OFR VR is going to stay up there as well. We could also see Alex and Cam go up there. Now, all of those 4 guys are so evenly paced that it's going to bring the middle and lower end of D1 alive. And we're not just going to see, like, gaps between these drivers and so on. It's going to be really active, hopefully the whole season. We're talking about an extended calendar too, maybe 12 or 13 races with a few breaks in between. So we've not really done that before. That's something new. And in GTS as well. Actually, let's leave GTS until tomorrow. But that's the majority of the changes for F1. The other one is that we're going to be looking at introducing a Beginners Cup, because we've got a lot of new guys come in who primarily are racing GTS but want to race F1. They've been filling in D2 empty spaces for the last half of the season, and we're looking to create a Beginners Cup following GTS footsteps, where these guys can race competitively, learn the track, learn to ride without assists, and eventually get bumped up to Division 2 or Division 1.
They've not been bad, has it? Ooh, Robot. Look who I spotted, P1. That's Tay. That's Racer Tay with a 107.4. Absolutely smoking it around the track today.
Yeah, he is. This is a good track for him. I remember doing some special events with him around here, actually, and he absolutely loves the technicality. So Racer Tay is one of those drivers that is the best at technical tracks. I mean, this is clear. In GTS, in F1, he loves the tracks because there's so much time to gain in the technical parts, and that's where he shines. And I think that's why we're seeing him in P1 today.
Yeah, he's definitely looking good. Santee, he who shall not be named, P3, was P2, just got bumped out. Margaret's going to take a 107.1. Very nice lap out of Margaret there. Where is Ezat and where is Stinson? Stinson down in P4. Ezat all the way down in P13. Maybe a mistake on his first hot lap there, and then he crushes it with a 106.9. Just as I'm talking about him, he crosses the line. There's a 106.9, 2/10 up on P2.
Absolutely, the only driver at the moment to get into those 106s, and I'm just coming around now with OFR Blaze, who is just about to finish his lap. His tyre wear is looking at about 4%, nearly all the way around here, but he's come into the pits. He's in the pits now, so he's going to abandon that lap, and you can see his tyres starting to pull down there. So let's switch back. But 106, yeah, great job, but it is only 11 thousandths of a 106. A little bit slower, one little mistake, and he would have been in those low 107s. So he's done a fantastic job to get down there at the moment. 2/10 clear almost of P2 of Margaret, who's jumped Racer Tay.
Well, he's moving. I mean, he's absolutely moving. He's showing why he's the champion of the world. Here comes Stinson around 14. He's coming up to 15. He's very tight. He's going to hug the inside here as he crosses the line. Let's see what he can bring it up to. It's a 106.9, 8.3. He is going to take it. It looks like 6 thousandths of a second.
You're right. It's 6 thousandths. What a lap from Stinson there. Would be great if he finished the season on a win, because he has had a bit of inconsistency throughout the last couple of races, and if he wins here, or at least claims pole, it's going to give him a big confidence boost for the race. That's a fantastic job.
Yeah, just I don't know what it is. We'll have to get with Stinson in the offseason and see what it is this past season that's allowed him not to hook up and not be as consistent as I'm sure he would love to be. Super fast driver, super good at everything he does on the track, but for some reason, something's just not hooking up where he can be up there battling with the P1.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it then. So I'm just going to ride on board with Mark, who's on a hot lap right now. I'll bring his telemetry up so you guys can see. He's just come around, covered a solid turn 3. DRS wide open, coming up into turn 4 now. Downhill slightly. He's lifted as well. I'm not sure. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone deep.
Oh, he's super deep.
Not sure what happened there. It's almost as if he gave up on the lap and forgot to brake almost. But he's getting out of the way as he lets someone past. Now, I'm not sure if that's disrupted his lap. Let's just quickly see how much fuel he has. He's not sharing his telemetry, so we can't see, unfortunately. But yeah, he did abandon his lap there. I'm not sure why. He was looking like he was on for a good one. So let's find someone who is on a hot lap right now. Jedi is letting cars pass again at turns 1 and 2. OFR VR looks like he's on a hot lap right. No, he's not on a hot lap. I think he's on an in lap. He's just set a time of a 1:08.6, which is actually a pretty decent time. That's more of a top D2 pace at the moment. But I expect we're going to see a little bit more from him. He'll come into the pits now and he will swap some tyres, put on some fresh boots and try again. Avi, who exited the session, unfortunately, has rejoined. And he's on a hot lap right now as well, so we'll check on him towards the end. We've got Racer Tay, who's on a hot lap now as well. He's just coming through the kind of hairpin at turn 9. And no, he's not on a hot lap either, so he must be preparing his car. Interesting.
Now, Mark's going around again, but he has invalidated. I think he invalidated in the Senna
Oh, he's off.
And he's around!
Oh, he's lost his wing. He's lost his wing. And where has he done that? I can't quite see where he is on the track map at the minute. Oh, of course, it's turn 4.
That's going to be 4, yeah. It's the same exact spot. He went wide last go around.
Yeah, that is one of the most trickiest places, I suppose, of the tracks. If you do touch a curb on the outside or inside there, the car is so prone to spinning due to the setups that these guys are running. So yeah, if there is going to be an accident due to driver error, I reckon it's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the right setup going around Brazil, there are a lot of tricky spots here that you have to have the setup just right. Turn 4 is definitely one of those spots. You got to get back on the throttle as soon as you can on the exit. Going through Sector 2, the only real spot that you have to worry about is coming out of 10, 11, going down into 12. Going around 11 right there at Magolo, you've got to be flat out going around that turn. If you're not flat out, then your car's not right, and it's not going to be right anywhere else.
And it really messes you up for turn 12 too as you're coming uphill, because you tend to want to brake a little bit later because you've lost some speed, and if you do that you overshoot, you hit the curb, it unsettles the car. You've got to be perfect there. Now I'm just riding on board with Margaret, who has gone purple in the middle sector. He's just gone round turn 12 actually. He's coming through 13 now, approaching 14. He's full speed and he's reducing track distance, keeping to the left hand side here. Is he going to be able to jump pole here? No, he's improved, but it's not enough at the minute to pip Izat or Stinson. Oh, and he's just gone straight across the track. I think he's trying to get back to the pits quickly so we can do another lap. Now, who else is out? Leekle is out at the minute. He is on a hot lap as well, so let's ride on board with him. He's just going through turn 9 at the moment, and it does look like he's on a hot lap, so let's stick with him. So here he comes up to turn 10. Almost another hairpin here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's a right angle, but it is a little bit tighter than that through turn 10. Full throttle through turn 11. Early upshift. He's early upshifting twice, and I think he might be either coming into the pits or preparing for another lap, because he's slowed down a fair bit. He's doing short shift. I think he's coming in. Yeah, he's lost a lot of fuel. I think he's coming in. He's going to set another one.
Yeah.
Now we do still have 3 minutes, so these guys can pit now and then come back out and set one more lap. So they do have enough time. But what do you think pole's going to be? Do you think it's going to stick with Stinson right now at 1:06.983?
I think it is. I think if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Izat. Yeah. Izat's definitely got the chance to do it. He's got the highest chance to do it. But I don't think they're going to get too much faster than what they are now. That's a very, very fast lap. And as we are talking about it, Izat busted it.
Yeah,
he goes 4/10 faster with a 1:06.546. 4/10 quicker than his previous lap time.
That's pretty impressive. Bravo. Wow. So
Where do you find
I,
4 tenths off of a 106.9?
I don't know. I mean, there's some space in the middle sector where if you brake a little bit earlier into some of these right-handers, you can get off the brake pedal and just carry the speed through the corner and get on the throttle early. There's a few places you can do it there, but you have to be perfect. If you do one little error there, you'll lock up, you'll spin, everything will just go wrong. And I think Izat, being fastest, one of the best drivers we have, has managed to find that time. Good job for him.
Yeah, Stinson's going to have to figure out what he's going to have to do to, one, pick up the pole time, and two, if he can't do it in qualifying, he's going to have to figure out how to keep up with him in the race, because 4 tenths faster going around here, that just, it gives you that comfortability going around during the race that Izat's had in the second half of the season, where he can just go around and pump his laps out without worrying about anything.
True. And Prox is saying as well that he's just pointed out he's done that on 2-lap-old softs. So he's done an outlap, he must have invalidated a lap, and then he's done his lap, and now he's coming in. So I don't know how he went faster on those worn softs, but if he doesn't improve on his next go, he's going to have to start on those 2-lap-old boots at the start of the race. That could be an issue. Tire wear around here is pretty good.
Speaking of tire wear, Robot, I mean, I think we're looking at, what, a lap 13 pit off the softs onto the mediums during the race, are we not?
I think it's going to, yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be a soft medium. So he might have to opt for soft hard if his tyres are falling off too quickly. Smalley's asked, where's the braking marker for the pits? When you come into the pits and there's a slight right-hander, that's where you want to brake, Smalley. I'll show you when someone's coming in. But we've got some guys on an outlap right now. It's Margaret who's going to be... he's just come through turn 5, so we won't stick with him. Let's have a look at AJ, because AJ is one of these guys you need to look out for. He's just coming through turn 6 right now, through turn 7. He's not invalidated. Bravo, he's broke a little bit late there, and he's done it. He has got off the brake pedal, and he's carried that speed into the corner. It looks like he could be on for a decent sector 2 here. Little bit of oversteer as he's coming out of the corner, and now he comes into turn 10. Really sharp corner there. Racertay has retired. I think he's happy with his lap. And here comes AJ now coming up to turn 12. His sector 2 time is 3 tenths up.
Oh, he's went super on the curve.
Oh, he's invalidated. He is invalidated, so he is not going to be able to set another time now. I mean, if he crosses the line, he could, but I don't think he's got the fuel. No, he's coming in.
No. Now, did Margaret start his lap? He's starting it right now. He's just coming across the line, going into turn 1. It's going to be interesting to see if he can break the 107. He's stuck in the 107, and he's trying desperately to get into the 106s. I think he's going to be able to do it right here with the track evolution robot.
Yeah, he's not using as much as the track as he should, though. He's quite stuck to the inside on the exit of turn 3. You do want to push that car wide to get it straight as quick as you possibly can, and he's gone wide and invalidated! He's invalidated! Oh, no. That's unfortunate. So he's going to be holding on to P3 for now, unless Leaker can disrupt him. Leaker's just coming around the final corner now. He's sticking to the left-hand side of the track. Will he be able to overtake him? He's moved up to P5. He's pushed his teammate down to P6. Now, Stinson's invalidated too, so he won't be able to set another time. Who else is out? It looks like OFR Ablaze, that squashed Apple previously. He's just coming around turn 12 and 13 now. He might be able to improve as well. He's on a 107.727 at the moment as Mark retires. Is OFR Ablaze going to be able to overtake Tommy in P9? Let's see if he can do it. No, he's not. Oh, he hasn't improved. He's 3 tenths down on his time, actually, so that looks like it's it.
What a go they had. A shame Margaret couldn't make that lap stick. It kind of looked like he just went, I think it was super wide in turn 4. You got to eat a little bit of that curve and then let the car roll out as you're coming through, and it just looked like he may have just gotten onto the turn a little too late.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. And it's going to be Stinson finishing 4.5 tenths quicker than P2 sorry, Izat finishing 4.5 tenths quicker than the P2 of Stinson. I always get these two's names mixed up. It's so hard though, they're both just so similar pace that I always get them mixed up. But there you go. Izat, on his final race of the season, after claiming champion of the world, has got another pole position. Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah, he goes until the end, doesn't he, Robot? It's not, he's got the championship and he's done. He goes to the end. And I think he's done it every season. He's always going to go until the very last race. He's not going to just throw in the towel and say, I'm done. You guys race out the rest of the season.
You're right. He's done that every season. So the only season that he raced in where he didn't win was the one where he only raced in like 3 races or something like that. Every other season that he's raced in here in OFR, he's won. And he's never given up, not once. He's always had a really positive attitude as well. If someone's crashed into him, for example, he takes it as a learning experience for the other driver rather than attacks them and things like that. He's just a good driver all round.
Yeah, a good attitude
Very
to strive to be. I mean, he's that guy, isn't he? I mean, I would almost go as far and say people's champion.
Yeah, I think you're right. He is, in D1 especially. In D2, everyone knows it's you, so yeah. So, here we go. We've got 36 laps around this track. I reckon, how many safety cars do you think we're going to see?
At least 3.
At least 3 safety cars. Let's hope they're all virtual safety cars so these guys can race. But there's nothing wrong with a safety car midway through to bunch the pack back up and to bring the race alive again. I reckon it's possible we might even see some lapped cars here today as well because the track is so short and there's quite a big gap at the minute between P1 and P15. So,
well, it's a 68-second lap. I mean, 68 seconds. I'm sure we're going to see a lap car, but they are going around here in 68 seconds time. Almost like the Bahrain short track that F1 did a couple of weeks ago. They are flying around here.
Absolutely. They are. This is going to be so fun. Smalley, thanks for joining. Robbo, Fred as well, thanks for joining. Jake's here as well. Good to have you here. Smalley, yes, you can take Osh's seat in Formula 1. D2 in just about an hour and a half time, so looking forward to seeing you there. Who do you think is going to win, guys, who are watching? I think Izat's just going to run away with it again, unless there's a safety car, and if Stinson's in a good position under a safety car and it hasn't spun out, I reckon he could have a chance at pushing Izat here.
I think you're right. I mean, Izat's all open to have fun today, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all you can do with the championship of the world. I mean, he can have fun today. He can go out and crush the field today. It's all up to him. If I was him, I think I would see what Stinson's got and see if they can go at it a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them go wheel to wheel. So just to remind you guys, I can't really do much with the stream until the race starts, so we're going to have some bad camera angles, but it is starting in 22 seconds time. Great insight from BJ Robbo. He's saying that the race winner will be the person who finished first. Good job there. Okay, so here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. We've got no sound, unfortunately. So we'll just wait for them to go out. There we go. That's all lights out, and we are away. We're riding on board with Stinson. Izak gets a pretty decent start here. Let's look behind Stinson to see where Margaret is. It's nice and clean into turn 1. No drama as of yet. We've got cars going 3 wide, though. Let's hope these guys can keep it clean as Izak is not too far ahead of Stinson right now, and Margaret's a little bit further back behind. It looks pretty clean so far. No yellow flag whatsoever.
Super clean in the back, Robot.
Jedi.
Keeping it very, very steady. Who is that? It's Jedi. Oh, no.
It's unfortunate. But he did a pretty decent 25% race earlier today. He's got the pace to catch back up. So let's hope he can get back up and back in with a chance at getting in the top 10 here. Now, we've got a lot of overtakes. It's almost 3 wide as we're going through turn 6 here. That is not the place to do it, guys. But they've managed to keep it clean. Still no yellow flag. We've got the predicted pit stop strategy up. Looking at a 2-stopper if you want to do soft, soft, medium, or a 1-stop at soft, hard. I think that's the game being a little bit silly there because I think most of these guys will be doing a soft, medium. But look at this. Big train of cars going on. And no big gaps apart from Jedi at the back.
No, huge train, Robot. Tommy, super sideways going into turn 6. Ablaze and Mr. Mark trying to get by desperately. They can't do it. Tommy's going to make a move. He's going to go by AJ.
Yeah, he's got him. AJ had a really scruffy turn 12, and Tommy just pounced on him as soon as he saw the mistake there. But AJ's got a big whopping slipstream now, though. Is he going to be able to make a move past Tommy? I don't think he's got the speed to do it. Don't outbrake yourself here, AJ. He has outbraked himself, and he's looking rather glitchy as well. Let's hope he doesn't disrupt anyone else's race here. And I'll ride on board with someone else because he is glitching all over the place. So let's go back up to the front because the gap between Stinson and Izat is still just 0.2 of a second. Let's bring up some telemetry.
Got to keep calm here, Robot. Yeah. Bring the telemetry up. I want to see what the guys are on right now. Did Izat improve the last set, or did he start on those 2-lap tires?
I'll tell you now, actually. Izat's tyres are 13%, whereas Stinson's are only on
Oh.
10. So yeah, I think he's started on those used
That's
softs.
not going to be good. Stinson has got to try and keep up here. And I think that's what he's going to do. Stinson's not going to push the fact right here. He's going to wait on the mistake. He's going to see if he can force Izat into a mistake here. But he has to be able to keep up. And that's what he's doing. He's not falling off at all.
Not at all, and yes, Stinson is keeping Izat honest here. Racer Tay is right behind his teammate. They're going wheel to wheel. Racer Tay is looking to make a move on Leekler right now. Let's look at the side-by-side cam. Racer Tay is ahead, and will he be able to lead into turn 1? Yes, he will. Leeker's tucked in behind, but Leeker looks like he's going to get a better exit out of turn 2 here. He does. He's right behind him. No DRS yet, but Leeker could slip back into the slipstream there. He has. Oh, and look at that. Racer Tay's got the DRS as well.
Ooh.
It's Racer Tay ahead of his teammate.
Oh, somebody's around. Who's that? AJ. It's AJ. AJ's around.
Oof, he's managed to come back just at the right time. His engine is still revving for me, so I'll switch off him. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's gotta be the battle between him and Tommy. I wish we had replay. We'll have to wait on AJ's response later on after the race, but those two have been going at it this whole time. Closest battle throughout the field was AJ and Tommy, and then AJ went around as they came around 4. So I'd like to know what happened there.
Me too. I think it might have been a case of just touching the curb. Remember, it turned 4 or 5, the most lethal curbs in all of Brazil. I think that's what's happened now. I am riding on board with Scotty right now, though, who is in the slipstream. He's got the DRS, and he's just 3/10 behind Mark right now. He's not able to do the overtake yet. He's not using any of his overtakes, so I think he's storing it up and waiting to pounce on the run down to turn 4. Let's see if he is. He's got a really nice entry to turn 1, takes the exact amount of curb as you need to. He's back on the throttle. He's lost a little bit of time here due to the lack of downforce, but he's going to turn his overtake on, is he? No, he's not turned it on. I wonder why.
Sorry to interrupt, Robot. Stinson got past Izat there. The DRS came on. Stinson had to get around on the DRS. Here comes Izat. Izat not letting him get away. He's back up to 4/10. We'll have to see if he can make the move as they come out at 12.
Yeah, let's hope he can. It looks like Stinson's pulling away a little bit. I'm just watching that gap increase and increase. It's 6/10, it's 7/10.
It is, isn't it?
It's, do you know what I think? I think it's Izat's additional tyre wear. Izat's on 22% tyre wear.
It's got to
right
be. Look at
now.
Margolis.
Lock up from Stinson, though. Lock up from Stinson. Izat's now just 6/10 behind, and he's closing. He's got the slipstream. He's got DRS as well. He's going to open it in about 3 seconds. There we go. It's open. Is he going to be able to catch up? Not yet. Not yet. And he's also got far more overtake than Stinson, too. Ooh, big lockup from both drivers there. Both of these drivers are controller drivers too.
I think it just shows how much they're pushing the car when they lock up like that going into turn 1. They are pushing the cars as hard as they can.
Yeah, they really are. They're taking it to the absolute limit.
Is that not being able to do anything with the DRS there as well? He's going to lose time. It's going to go almost to a second.
It must be the tyre wear. Now, let me see if he's got any damage whatsoever. No, he hasn't. Izat's got no damage. Stinson doesn't have any damage either. He's just got about 5% more worn tyres.
He's dropping time, just murdering time off the clock right now. And they're still going at it in the midfield. Scotty, 3/10 behind Mark.
And Racer Tay 5/10 behind Santu now as well. There's a lot of battles going on. I'm not sure which one to look onto.
It's all over the place, isn't it, Robot?
I think Tommy's about to overtake Leaker, so I'll stick with Tommy for now and just watch this. Now, he's going to have DRS again. Leaker's not going to have it. He's lost 3.2 seconds to his teammate at the moment. And look at the speed difference for Tommy.
Wow.
Look how fast he is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Leaker drained all his overtake right there, trying to defend against the move. Couldn't do it, though. We'll have to see if he can save up and build it back. He's not going to be able to do it on the back straight either, I don't think, Robot.
I don't think so either. He's not even tucking into Tommy's slipstream at the moment, so I think he's just kind of giving that position up and he's just hoping to finish a race because he's not had the best of luck the last few races, has he?
No, he hasn't. He's going to have to try to stay consistent today and finish this one out. Mark making the move on Squashed Apple. Mark is around.
He's got past him. A little bit of contact there.
Yeah, a little bit of contact. These two have been going at it since lap 1.
Big three-way battle going on. Now, one of these drivers is glitching a fair bit as well. I'm not sure which one it is, but Mark and Squashed Apple are jumping left and right here.
It's going to be Mark. Mark's going to be the victim there of the lag or the glitch.
Now Stinson is dropped the gap here, so Izat's now only 6/10 behind as Racer Tate overtakes Santu. Santu's got DRS now,
make a move back. Yeah, he's got the DRS, doesn't he?
I don't think he'll be able to. I think he's just a bit too far back. Yeah,
For some reason, the Renault boys do not seem to be holding ERS very well. Everyone else around them have got plenty of ERS, and then you take a look at the Renaults, and they're drained out a little bit. They go all the way down to 6%.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's really, really hard to get your ERS back here after you've used it all, and I think a lot of the drivers just are being a little bit cautious here, because you will be, if you run out of DRS come turn 12, you will be so vulnerable that you'll just get overtaken like a rocket. And I think that's why a lot of these guys are storing it. But Race Tay has an excuse to use his. He's doing a lot of the overtaking right now. So yeah, I think yeah, fair enough for him that he's run out. But I think Leak has just got a bit too hard on the defensive drive and he's used up too much defending there.
He is. Now here's something you guys can look at. This is very oh, Stinson goes very wide in turn 1. Izat's gonna catch up. That's the one I want to talk about. Izat's showing his championship skills. He is a champion, yeah. So he knows here. I think the move's gonna happen right here in turn 4. Robot, is he gonna go to the inside? No, he's gonna let him go. And he's not gonna be able to get it done.
Not yet, but the gap's only 0.3 of a second now, though. So it's gonna be soon. It is going to be soon.
It is. And what I was going to say is the gap got to about 1.1, 1.2. Izat knew he had to push a little bit to not let Stinson get too far away before they got to turn 12 so he could get the DRS back on him just to keep up. Only to keep up was Izat trying to push the car down into turn 12 and reduce the gap so he knew he had the DRS when they came around 12.
Yeah, true. I think you're right there. And now the gap has gone back up to 0.8 of a second. Now, this is where Izat's best chances to close the gap because of the DRS that's going to help him out a lot, and a lot of the uphill gravity taking its toll on Stinson ahead. So let's see if Izat can get a little bit closer. You can see the gap coming down quite quickly, but he's just a bit too far behind to take advantage of that right now. He needs a nice clean entry into turn 1 and a good exit out of turn 2. It looks a little bit better than Stinson's for now because Stinson had a really big lock up there, but again, the gap is climbing now as they're going round the corner, but it will start to come down once he opens that DRS. There you go. You can see it climbing down now. And he's I think in 2 more laps time, these guys are going to be wheel to wheel.
Yeah, but guess what else is coming in 2 more laps time? Robot pit stops. Pit stops coming in about 2 to 4 laps. We'll have to see what Izat does. Izat's going to have to take the mediums an extra 2 laps to make up for coming out on the 2-lap old softs at the beginning of the race.
I think so. And Scotty, sorry to interrupt, but Scotty is just 1/10 behind Mark right now. He almost went down the inside at turn 6, but decided against it because we know how tricky that can be. Wheel to wheel, someone will go wide and someone will spin. Now, there's still a little bit of glitchiness going on with Mark, but I'm glad that Scotty's managed to find his comfort zone behind him. He's not making any brash moves. He's looking okay.
It makes it a little hard, doesn't it, Robot, with somebody in front of you glitching the way they are. It's not easy at all to go around somebody that's glitching. You don't know if their car is going to be in the same spot. When you get beside them, what it's doing is Squashed Apple is actually being allowed to keep up with the two because of this whole situation. They're going to have to figure out a way to get the Alfa Romeos around this Ferrari and leave them. And here they go. He got put way inside.
Ooh, that was close. Scotty, that was really close, but brave by Scotty as well. Now, Mark's looking to make a move around the outside. He's going to be understeer as he goes through turn 2. How are these guys keeping it clean? I don't know. I'm surprised there was no contact there.
No, I am as well. Squashed Apple is going to get another run on him. Here goes Mark. I don't know if it's the glitch or if it's Mark pushing him out wide like that.
Yeah. Oh, now there's a bit of contact and Mark going a little bit wide. Yeah, you know what? It looks like they're a little bit glitchy here. Oh, this is going to end badly.
Be careful when they come around. Yeah, it's going to end very badly.
Ooh, they've somehow kept it contactless. Oh, and look at OFR ablaze. Oh, look, he's holding onto it. He does hold onto it there, and he's got the position. Oh, no, that was silly. Oh, no. Mark, that was foolish. Yeah, and he's picked up a penalty for that too. He's got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, but the penalty's not gonna.
That was silly. That was very silly.
I'm glad we were on the camera.
Yeah, and
And
OFR
there
Glazes
goes
tires.
Apple again.
Yeah,
He's got to turn it down. He's got to come around. He's gonna have to come in right here. The tires are burned out. No sense in trying to do another lap just to come in on the next one. But yeah, I'm glad we had the camera on the guys, but we knew something was gonna happen right there.
Yeah, we did. It's just I mean, I'm not sure if it was Mark being a little bit glitchy, but I think he tried to hold on to that position for far too long there. And I think I can't. I mean, we don't have the replay function, but I think what I saw, without looking back at it, Mark's fault.
Yeah, we'll give it to the stewards, guys. Let the stewards deal with it. Stinson, 8/10 up, holding the gap to Ezat. Now, the one guy we haven't talked about yet, Margalit. Margalit 1.5 back, not dropping back super far behind, but he's not really catching up either, having a hard time with no DRS, trying to keep up with these two. That's got to be the difference in the gap, is him not having DRS with these two and being able to stay in the slipstream and go around at the same pace.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think Ezat's tyres are at currently?
I'm going to go with, let's see here. I've been getting good towards the end of the season, huh?
Yeah, you have.
Let's see here. Let's go with 55.
Oh, it's not far off, you know. His front right's at 52 currently. And if we compare that to Stinson's, who's ahead, his are only on 48. So that is why we're seeing Ezat lose a little bit of pace here. He's got 1 lap extra wear, and you can see him just starting to drop back a little bit earlier than some of these other guys here. I think that's what's punishing.
But he still hasn't let him go. That's champion.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's championship driving from Ezat this season. I mean, look at it. He's not letting him go. He's able to keep up in certain parts of the track. When he comes in for those mediums, he's going to be a flipping rocket when he comes out.
I think so as well. And this is pit territory now. Pit window's open, right?
Who's going to jump who? Who's going to trick who? Who's going to come in first?
Nope, both of them are staying out. We've got a yellow in sector 3. Someone's off. Is that Racer Tay? It's Racer Tay. He's spun.
Is that Tay?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's going to lose out at least 3 positions right here. Another 4 coming around as he comes up to speed.
Yeah, his tyres are so hot right now. You can see that on the stream right now. Do you know what's surprising? Racer Tay has got 59% ward on his rear. How has he done that? That's amazing.
Now, we know Tay likes to drive a very loose car. That could be a little bit of wheel spin, and it could be the setup as well, but that's a lot of wear. Did he somehow start on 2-lap-old softs like Ezat did?
I don't know, but, well, he's on, no, he didn't. He's only on 12-lap-old softs at the minute, so that means, because there's a little bit of a glitch, he only did 1 lap on his softs. So, yeah, that's interesting, and let me just quickly check his damage. He's got no damage whatsoever. He's got 1 lap of extra fuel at the minute.
Well, it was in turn 12, wasn't it, where he spun around. He had to have nicked that inside curve and then gotten on the throttle. You can't get on the throttle straight away after turn 12 on the exit. You have to let that throttle ease in, and when you've got the traction, that's when you get back on it. Let's watch him again here and see if he's got it right this time around. Still hits the inside curve. It doesn't allow you to get on the throttle as soon as if you were to miss that curve.
No, and do we have anyone in the pits yet? No, we don't. Everyone's still out.
There's Tay. Tay's going to come in.
Okay, so here we go. Now, he's slowed down in time, and you can see the status has switched to in-lap here, so he is in. He's in P12 at the moment. Let's see what he comes out on. So he's on 13-lap-old softs when he came in. Are those the hard tyres? He's gone on to hards! Oh, no, I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake.
I don't think the hards are needed right here, Robot.
No, 22 laps, you can definitely do that on the mediums.
Now, he may have thought that he spun and he needed to go onto the hards just to get it over with. I don't know how the hards are around Brazil, Robot. I haven't practiced on them this week. Have you?
Yeah, I've done a stint on them, and, I mean, they're not terrible. We got yellow in sector 2. It's a Williams. It's a Williams. It's Tommy. Is that Tommy? It is.
Tommy.
He's off. He's off.
Is that somebody else off as well?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just Tommy going slowly at the moment. Now, he does have Avi right behind him, and yeah, I think Tommy's lost his wing. Let's have a look. Let's bring up his telemetry. He's in P10.
He's got a right end plate off.
It's more than that. He's got 100% front right wing damage at the moment.
Oh, the whole right wing is gone.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to have to come straight into the pits now, and he's going to pit.
Now, is Tommy going to go on the hards?
Do you know what? Because the default strategy is soft hard, isn't it? So I wonder if Racer Tage just forgot to switch it to mediums.
Oh, that might be what happened. We'll have to get him in here. Lika comes out. Lika's on the mediums. Scotty's on the hards.
Interesting, interesting. Now, we're going to watch his wing come off and a fresh wing come on.
I think he's got hards.
Well, he's got a brand new wing. Let's see his tyres. Hards. He's gone onto the hards too.
Now, what is this all about?
I don't know. A lot of the guys in the Discord chat today were saying that it was going to be soft medium, but maybe they were all trying to bluff each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Scotty's on the hards. Maybe they just didn't like the tire wear. It could be the setups. Lika came out on the mediums, but we know Lika's good at tire management. We haven't seen the top 5 guys come in yet. Stinson and Izet still going at it. Just went around the set of S's there. Coming around turn 3. Izet not letting him go.
No. And AJ's just dived into the pits now as well, as we see Margaret quickly switch to his telemetry, guys, so you guys can see. Margaret's on the mediums. He's in, oh, hang on, he's in P4 on fresh medium tyres at the moment.
No, AJ got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane.
Sounds like a familiar story.
Yeah, and he's going to take the hards.
Interesting.
VR's in. VR is coming out on the mediums. We'll have to keep an eye on this robot. We'll have to check the telemetry on some of these medium tire runners and see how much wear they're gaining each lap.
You know what it could also be? The wear could be increased because right now the track temp is 32 degrees. You can see that in the top right of the telemetry app now.
Here comes Stinson.
Oh, is he in? Oh, both of them are
in as well. They're going to box same.
No
is
penalties.
Santi going to come in?
Let's have a look. No, yes, he is. Santu's diving in, and we're going to see these front runners pit now.
Now, if Margaret has stopped already, he's going to be coming around. I think he's coming around 15 right now.
Oh, hello. I think he's a bit too far.
Coming through.
No, he's a bit too far behind at the moment. You can see their cars ahead right now. But that's the fastest lap from Margaret, so the undercut is definitely powerful here. And it looks like he's closed that gap. Oh, look at that! He's closed that gap up!
He's right there!
Oh, hello, undercut. That seems to be powerful here.
Look who's back in the battle now.
Wow, our fastest 3 drivers are all racing now, less than a second apart. This is going to be great.
The undercut was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that these 3 are this close to each other right now. Now, Margaret, 1 lap old mediums. Izat, 0 mediums. Stinson, 0 mediums. They're all basically on the same tyre, whereas Margaret is already up to 10% wear, whereas the front 2 are on only 2% wear. This is where it's going to get critical. We might see a similar story of Izat in the beginning with Margaret at the end.
Yeah, Margaret's got to keep up right here. He can't let that gap increase like he did at the beginning of the race. He's got to keep up right here. And he's actually losing a little bit going down the front straight.
Looks like he is. I'm not sure if it was his exit out of turn 12. We know how much you lose speed on the straight if you mess up 12.
So the guys are starting to fan out here, Robot. Safety making a move on Avi as he's in the pits. Just now coming in. Looks like he's going to go into the medium set here. And I think he had to serve a time penalty as well.
Oh, he did? Interesting. So here comes... Where's AJ's just jumped him? Oh, VR's just jumped him now as well.
VR as well, yeah.
Nice to see VR back in the points too.
I think... Now, these 2 are going to be racing on the exit. Mark's coming around 3. And Avi's at the exit now. Now, you can go flat out on that last corner of the pit exit right there. Mark's going to have him as well.
Oh, Squashed Apples picked up a 3-second time penalty. And we're seeing 5 penalties on the board right now, so this is where people are extending track limits a bit too much. But he's at still 8/10 behind Stinson. He just can't get him at the minute.
No, let's take a look at the, and he does the fastest lap with the 109 flat. Let's take a look telemetry robot, how much wear does Stinson have as opposed to Ezat on fresh, same lap old tires?
Right, so for the first place of Stinson, it's 6 on the left, 7 on the right, and it's exactly the same for Ezat behind.
Just similar setups. A setup can really ruin your tires going around Brazil. You got to have a good setup to save the tires, not wear as much. Margaret, 2 seconds back already, a lap after we checked in last time.
Well,
something not right.
His medium tires are up to 15%. You know, compare that to the 8% of the guys ahead. It tells a story, certainly. But one thing that I do want to say, though, is that Ezat's tires are the same as Stinson's, even though he's following Stinson, and you usually get a lot more tire wear if you do that. So
you're right.
Ezat's doing a great job right now.
Yeah, you're right. Now, the one thing I want to point out, Marglit and Amir, P3, P4, lots of points to be gained right here. Now, the team standings are still a fight for. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we went over the team standings. Mercedes P1, Ezat's got it by 180. Racing
Ezat's right behind.
Two.
Sorry, it's really sorry that Ezat's just gained 5 tenths. A mistake from Stinson in turn 1 and 2. Ezat's just swerving left and right, trying to put some heat into his tyres at the moment as well. I think he's losing a fair bit of downforce here behind, and he just wants to generate some more heat so he can take those corners a little bit quicker.
You reckon it's the dirty air?
Yeah, I think so. He's really close behind now, though. He's really close. Oh, bit of a mistake, though, as he's going through turn 8.
Yeah, he lost everything he gained, didn't he?
Yeah, look, it's back to 7 tenths now. It's just the tricky part of the track, isn't it? You just cannot follow too closely here.
No. You can't focus on that car in front. You have to focus on your braking points and your turn-in points, or it's not going to work. He always gains on Stinson right here in turn 12. He always gains on him right there.
He does. And now let's see if he can close that gap up again. 5 tenths of a second, and here it starts to come down. He's closer, he's closer. He's got a lot of ERS as well. Stinson's defending with his ERS, and another big lockup from Stinson into turn 1. Both make it out of turn 2. Pretty similar, but this is it! This is it! Ezat is close behind now. He's switched his overtake on. Here comes the DRS. Ezat, champion of the world, makes it down the inside of Stinson. And is he going to be able to outbrake him? Yes, he is. Ezat is back up to first place.
What a move! Did you see it? It was amazing how he did that.
Yeah, I mean, that was championship class there.
Yeah, now, Stinson can't get frustrated here.
No, Stinson just needs to just slow it down, get his ERS back, and do the exact same thing to Ezat that Ezat just did to him.
He's got the pace. We know he's faster in Sector 2. All he has to do is keep up with him here and gain it back on the DRS zone. He can do the same exact thing that he's at. He's got the pace.
Yeah. Now, while this battle's going on, let's give a shout out to VR. He's had a long break because of some moving house missions that he's been doing, but he's come back today and he's already in P8. He's battling some of the fastest. Racer Amir, Scotty. Good job, VR.
Yeah, it's a good going, and I mean, it sucks that a season goes down the drain on account of real life stuff. We all understand it. Stinson locks up again in turn 1. He's gonna have to figure out how to stop doing that. But yeah, he's gonna have a full season next season. I think he's gonna be full time again. Sector 2 yellow.
It's missed up this mark again. Yeah, he's off at sector 2. He's gonna pick up a handful of penalties here because he's cut a lot.
Yeah.
Of the grass. Oh, nothing's come up yet though. Maybe because he was going slow enough. He's gonna have to cool his tyres down right now. Oh, he's spun again.
There it is. Yeah,
you've got to cool them down. You've got to cool them down. He's so far.
He's gonna get a reset here. They're gonna have to be careful. He may get a reset. This is the part of the track where if you go off, you can get a reset, and without the ghosting, you can clip somebody.
He's just spun it again. He needs to go easy on his tyres. Let's have a look how hot his tyres are right now. There you go.
There's the reset!
What position is he in? He's in 15.
And they've all missed him. He's come out right in front of the leaders!
I don't know what he's doing. Mark, you've got 120-degree tyres. Get off the throttle.
Now, he's done this right in front of the leaders. And I knew the reset was coming if he sped again. Oh, wow.
What is he doing? I have no idea what he's doing. That was close from Santi.
Here comes Lika, Scotty.
And he's just sped straight into the pit lane.
He's gonna retire it.
So foolish. Absolutely.
I guarantee you he retires it right here.
Yeah, anyway, let's move on. So, Izat's still out ahead, 0.7 of a second. And Stinson's, 0.7 behind, of course. Smalley's telling Mark to blow on his tyres to cool them down. Yeah, that could possibly help. Let me know if he says anything in Discord.
You got to be careful with Smalley's jokes. Some of those jokes you can't say out loud.
I'm filtering them very carefully.
But so let's go back to what we were talking about earlier. The team standings: Racing Point 141 in P2, Red Bull, Stinson, and Jedi 129. They have to gain a lot here, but Margaret and Amir, I don't know, where is Amir gone? Amir's pitted.
Is he? Well, he's only. Amir's 1.4. Is it glitching for you? He's only 1.4 seconds behind for me. Do you know what?
He's 1.3 seconds behind, but I think he pit.
Oh, did he pit? Oh, let's have a look at his telemetry.
He was right behind Margaret a few laps ago.
Oh, he has. He's got fresh softs on. You're right.
Can he take the softs the rest of the way?
Yeah, 12 laps. You can take them 12 laps.
Maybe he didn't like... Let's take a look at what he was on. I can't remember if he was on the mediums or the hards.
Vilsek's asking what Boris Johnson did and why everyone's talking about it. He's basically cancelled Christmas to the faint-hearted, Vilsek. He doesn't want people to socialise during Christmas because, well, there's a pandemic going on, believe it or not, and everyone seems to be angry with that. So anyway, moving on. Let's not get into politics in OFR. Stinson is still ahead, 0.7 of a second.
I'm still in shock. I'm at a loss of words.
I can't believe Martin's out there doing donuts on track. It's so foolish.
It was all out of frustration, wasn't it? New driver, new league, came in. This is his third or fourth race this season. Just coming in, came in kind of late in the season. Just frustration. It's got to be frustration. Built up frustration, not liking the way the day was going. And that's just how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, we've all had those days. We've all been in those situations.
Now, VR is finding himself in a great battle at the minute with our previous champion of the world, D2, Amir. Both of these guys, fantastic drivers. I remember one time I was in a practice session with these two, and it was when we were doing Singapore, and these two did an entire 50% race on Saturday morning, and they were battling each other like wheel to wheel the entire time. These two are so similarly paced, and they're both so clean as well, that whenever they come together, it's definitely worth a watch.
They're familiar with each other, aren't they? I mean, they've done this in D2. They know how each other are gonna race each other. It's not anything absent to their mind. They know what each other's gonna do.
And you can see, Amir's looking a bit edgy. He's trying to fake it, left, right, little bit of oversteer there.
He's itching, isn't he? He wants to go.
He does. And he's in a good position to make an overtake around the last three corners here. Because look, he's going to get DRS. Oh, you don't want to take that curve,
he's
though.
kept it close.
But he's right behind.
He's kept it very close. Yep. He's gaining and he doesn't have DRS yet.
And there's the DRS, and here he comes. His overtake. Oh, he's got what? He's got 0% overtake. He's run out. What has VR got? VR's got 20%.
About 20%.
Oh, look at that. Smooth, Amir. Smooth.
What a move.
But now VR's going to fight back. And remember, Amir has no overtake. Excuse me.
He's going to get it right back here, isn't he?
Here they go, wheel to wheel into turn 4. Let's see if Amir's going to try and outbrake him. Again, he's not, because he knows not to do it there. He's a very sensible driver.
Yep.
Amazing. These guys, honestly, when they get close, watch them.
Stinson's going by Izat.
Izat's in.
Izat's in the pits.
Hang on, what happened to Izat? Has he got wing damage?
What's going on here?
No, he's not changing. He's on fresh softs.
Is he going for fast lap? What is he doing? He's giving the lead away is what he's done. He's having fun.
Is he going to be able to catch up? No way. I mean, he's 18 seconds behind right now. What is Izat doing here?
I think he's having fun.
Could he catch up?
He's got it won, doesn't he? I mean...
I just don't know if he could actually catch up here. let's have a look at the gap. Let's switch it to the leader, and let's see if he can catch up. 18.3, 18.2. 18. No, hang on. This is strange.
He's got. It's
Okay.
9 laps, isn't it? I mean, he's got 9 laps to do it.
Check on Stinson. See if he's coming in.
No, not coming in.
So, well,
Why would he come in? I mean, let's take a look at Stinson's tires. I want to know what Stinson's tires are.
right. Stinson, who is currently in P1, I'm going to bring it up so everyone can see, is on 34% on the lefts, 34 on the right as well.
This might be smart from Ezat.
Right, he's taken out a
Those
second
things
already.
are going to be at 50-60 towards the end of the race.
Yeah, but Ezat needs 2 seconds a lap if he wants to catch him towards the end. That's what he needs.
I think Ezat is possible. I mean, I think he's capable.
Stinson's got a penalty! Stinson's got a penalty!
No! No, why?
Gap's below 17 seconds now, so that's 14 seconds, so he only needs 1.2 seconds per lap. Oh no! VR spawn at turn 2! Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Is it going to be a safety car?
No. No, it's cleared, it's cleared. That would have been funny. Ezat would have definitely
what if a safety car came out?
Ezat's in a great position. That's all I can say. He's going to have the cooldown for 3 laps on those fresh softs. They're going to be optimal when it restarts, and he's going to jump anyone ahead of him who wants to pit. Gap's now below 16.
He's got to be careful here because Margaret is not dropping back.
He's at fastest lap, 108.6. It's going to get interesting.
Well, what did we say it was earlier in qualifying? It's a 68-second lap, right? 68 seconds they get around here. Stinson's got to be careful because he could lose P2, P3 on that time penalty there. Not what he wanted to see, was it?
No, not at all. Gap is almost below 15 seconds now. Let's see if he can get it below.
And they're going to come up to lap
15.2.
traffic as well.
Yeah, this is interesting. Stinson gets another penalty. It's going to be so easy for Ezat come the end of this race.
Yeah.
Right, let's switch back to the interval time just so we can see everyone. And let's quickly check the stop. So everyone has stopped, of course, and the tyres. We've got a lot of difference in tyres right now. So, we're coming up to the end of the race. We've got just 7 laps left, including this one. And the gap is now 14 seconds, so it is coming down. It is coming down. We've got a bull battle going on between Racer Tay and Likala. They're side by side again, both teammates in the Renault. Bit of a lock up there from Racer Tay. Is Lika going to be able to fight back? He will, because he's going to have DRS here. And he's got a little bit of overtake. We've got yellow in Sector 1. It looks like, is that OFR Blaze coming off? Or I think he was letting one of the leaders pass, possibly. Lika not in an overtake position at the moment, but give it a few laps and I reckon he could do it. Going to jump back down to AJ, who's currently in 13th place. Did not expect to see AJ all the way down there. And quite big gaps going on all around the field right now. So I'm going to switch it back up to the closest on track, and it's again Likala and Racer Tay. Likala now just a little bit over a second behind, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of the DRS just yet, as AJ picks up another time second penalty there. So he's not having the best of races either in terms of track limits. And I wonder how close they are now. So let's switch it back to the leader. And it's now less than 14 seconds. I don't think he's got enough time to do it. So it's 11 seconds taking away Stinson's penalty. So that's another 2 seconds per lap that Ezat's got to find. I just don't think he's going to be able to do that. If he gets another penalty, possibly. Now, while the gaps are looking to just extend a little bit here, let's switch back to the broadcast. And then let's go to the position change again, just to see how it started out at the beginning. So AJ looks like he's lost out the most here. He's lost 5 positions from where he started. So he did start in P8. And Mia, however, has moved up 5 positions. And, well, yeah, that is what is another great drive from him. VR has also moved up 5 positions too. So another great drive from him as well. And the gap is now 12 seconds.
I don't think you can do it, Robot.
I don't think so. He's got 5 laps and he's not catching quick enough at the minute. Every lap he pushes, he's getting a bit more tyre wear. We've still got Stinson's tyre wear up on the screen right now. We've got yellow in sector 3. It's a Ferrari off again. Looks like it's OFR ablaze. No, it's not. Sorry. Is
that Scotty?
Is it Scotty? Oh, it was Scotty. Not a great day
now,
for Alpha.
What about Margaret? Do we have Margaret's telemetry?
Yep. Margaret is on.
Because
ooh, yes.
He's 2 laps older. I'm gonna say 45.
45 rear left, 58 on the front left, 61 on the front right, 55 on the rear right.
Wow.
Got yellow in sector 1 as well. Someone's against the wall. Is that
Getting in the puncture?
Oh, Scotty. Scotty's
Scotty?
DNF. Safety car. He's stopped right. Oh, was he? Scotty.
The car.
Wait, what's going on?
Did he leave? Did he retire?
Oh my! He's left. Oh,
The car is stopped in pit lane.
Yeah.
This could bring a safety car out. If this brings the safety car out, Stinson's in trouble. No, it's gone. It's gone.
The gap is now 12 seconds now. He's not got enough. He's not going to be able to do it here.
He's not going to catch Stinson. Margaret's in trouble, though. Margaret's in big trouble.
Well, I mean, he's got 8 seconds, hasn't he? So I think he's only 3 laps left. I think he should be okay.
Well, as you say 8, now it's 7 and a half.
Oh, his tyre wear's almost at 70. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
In 2 laps time, he could lose 7 seconds.
Yeah, now Amir is right on the back of Tommy as well, and Ablaze is right on the back of VR.
Look how close Avi is to... Now, is that a glitch? It is. What's going on?
Yeah, it's because Scotty left, it's just glitching a little bit.
Okay. Izat is in again.
Not sure what he's doing.
He's having fun.
Oh, Santu's jumped in now as well.
Yeah, Tay's gonna jump him. Lika's gonna get close. No, Lika's not gonna get close enough.
So Izat right now is on. He's on worn soft tyres, so he's gone on to a set of worn soft. They're only 5% worn though, so it's not too bad. But I wonder why he's pitting so much.
Well, I think he's just having fun. I think that's what he's doing. He's having fun. He's got the championship of the world settled.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what he can't do is come out in the middle of all these guys and ruin their race, which he's perfectly capable of doing. I mean, he can come out and he can go around someone and not ruin their race, but he's handed Santi the podium, and if he's done it, he would be the opposite of the Great Disturber, Stinson in P1.
He would, wouldn't he?
And he's just driven around Tay.
Oh no, here he comes on Santi now.
Now, if he passes him, it makes him worse than the Great Disturber. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Taking away a podium from our dearest Pingu.
Yeah, he who shall not be named or streamed. We really shouldn't even be watching right now.
But we're right on the edge of it. Oh, we've got yellow in sector 1. It's...
Who is that? Is that
I think
Jedi?
it's just a back marker. I think it's a back marker moving out.
Or is it VR? VR's around!
Oh, he's around? Oh no, not again.
He was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And
Oh, here comes
that's
Izat on
gonna be
Santi.
Stinson. Now, does he block for Santi or does he go around?
He's not got the speed to do it at the moment.
I think he's gonna block for me. If you're on the stream, you need to block for Santi with your life. I don't know, Robot. I can't call it. As a commentator, I think you could be fired for something like this.
It's the last lap. Come on, Santi. I'm right on the edge of my seat right now. Just get a podium, son.
He's gonna get the People's Championship title if this finishes the way it does, isn't he? I mean...
Oh, I've missed Stinson winning as well. Really sorry about that. Stinson and Margaret have won the race. Sorry, I'm so engaged in Santi right now. Good job, Stinson. Woo! Margaret, well done for P2. And now here we go. It's a drag race to the end. Where is Izat? He's right behind him. Oh, it's going to be side by side. No! He's... Oh my god.
I give up.
Disturbed him again. Oh no.
I give up.
Lika finishes P6. Oh my god. Tommy's gonna cock. I can't. Where is the look for this kid? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We've got yellow in sector 2. Someone's off again. It looks like it might be Jedi, but Tommy's crossed the line now. Amir's going to finish in P8. Solid job. Oh, P7. He's jumped Tommy because of the penalty. Solid job there, Amir.
I am at a loss. I cannot believe.
I can't believe it.
What I just seen.
It was here where Stinson got him, but he went just disturbed him the first time from a race win, and now he's just been knocked off the podium for the final race of the
Santi, you
season.
should have spun him out.
He's a child, guys. Come on. He's just a kid.
You should have spun him out.
I can't believe it. But well done, Stinson. Great job, Margaret. And again, another fantastic drive from Izat. And Amir, driver of the day. Look at that. Good job, Amir. But yeah, that's the season over for Division 1, guys. We have Division 2 starting in just 50 minutes. So yeah, if you can tune into that, make sure you do, because the championship has not finished yet. It's still alive for D2, so it should be a good battle there.
Well, guess who's P1?
I don't know. I heard he's a really handsome guy, great driver, just an all-round good guy.
I've heard some other things, but yeah, it's gonna be a battle, isn't it? And then we've got another racing point that's trying to at least podium this season, but he's at, oh my god.
Yeah, he took fastest lap by just under a second as well, but obviously he was on those fresh softs. But yeah, great way to disturb the Gugu. Great way to disturb. And what a better place to do it than Brazil. This is where it all started, and it looks like this is where it's finished. So
that's almost like the king troll, isn't it? To come around the last turn and drag race him down the finish.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's just the most trolling way to do it, is to come down on the last. Oh my god,
it's painful. It's painful, but hey ho, he'll recover and hopefully he'll win one next season. And that's a wrap, guys. So see you in around 50 minutes time, where Likla and Lex are going to be commentating the D2 race with a full grid. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Anything left to say?
Nope. Bye.
Goodbye.